The court is in session.
Welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail. With me today, we have Loot.
Hey guys.
Hawkeye.
Hey everybody.
And M4.
Hello, hello.
And Burger will be joining us as soon as he has availability. So he'll just be popping in at some point during this episode. And this is going to be a long one. We're going to try to move a little quicker than we usually do because we have a lot of toons. We all went in and re-rated all of the characters. There's some surprising changes to me, probably to you, and some you may or may not agree with, but we're going to discuss it and try to figure out what we're changing and why. So before we get into that, let's go through the toon of the month. And I think we're kind of all in agreement that Talon was the toon of the month, Siege toon of the month. Does anybody disagree with that?
Was he? I thought it was Ultraman, but
I was going to say Ultraman.
I didn't use Ultraman one time.
So I didn't have Talon until the last few days. So for me, it was definitely Ultraman. I used him, I would say 95% of my fights.
I didn't use him once. Not a single time, actually. But mine's not Rebirth, so.
Mine's, well, somebody told me to lean into my RB5s. So yeah. He's one of my RB5s.
He's a wise man, whoever told you that.
That's a very wise person.
And Hawkeye, I assume you agree with Talon as your Siege toon of the month?
I 100% agree with Talon as Siege toon of the month.
And I know Burger agrees because he had said it numerous times earlier, so he will win toon of the month.
Yes, he's gonna win, but I'm not gonna vote Talon. I didn't use him a lot.
Once I finally had him, I actually rebirthed him all the way to 3. It's the day that he was sold.
I think 98% of my matches I just did Talon Dr. Poison combo.
So Talon fixed a huge problem for me, which was fighting against the enemy Enchantress teams, and there were a lot of them. Breaking that damage immunity was not easy for me without Talon. So once I had Talon, I started using Talon a lot more, and the usability, especially at RB3, he was definitely better than when I tried him at Legendary 5.
Let's just talk about Talon real quick. We all voted A except Hawkeye. You voted S. You want to share with your reasoning for S?
So this is something I've been saying pretty much since his new toon pack on sale. His 3 opens everything up so much for debuff teams. I've been calling him the Lex of debuffs. He just does an excellent job of, whether you want to run bleed, speed downs, agility downs, stun comps, even opens the door back up for. He's just so good at getting rid of the oppression that Terra's been causing. So that's why I won't S for him. I just think that he opens things up so much. When we were re-ranking toons, there was quite a few that I bumped up a tier just because of Talon existing. I felt like they were more viable because of that.
I definitely see it with King Shark, which I think we'll talk about later. He, I like Talon a lot. I don't quite feel S, and I don't ever find Terra as oppressive as others for some reason. I don't see her as much as many people, but
I see her all the time.
But I really like him against Superman. I like him against a lot of other characters that are a pain. Azrael's still a pain with him because he just gets it right back. But other than that, Talon is really fun, and he allows a lot of teams that you never could use before. So that makes him definitely a high tier toon. So he's really fun. But in this episode, we can't dwell on toons because we have a lot to get to. So first on our list of characters that got re-rated and looks like is going to drop a tier is Harley Quinn. M4, you still have her as an S?
Yep, she's still as annoying as ever.
So you rate higher. I always lean offense when I do this list, not defense. On defense, I will absolutely concede she's 100% S tier. On offense, I struggled to give her an A because mine doesn't dodge and mine doesn't kill anything.
I have the exact same opinion as you.
Burger also gave S. Hawkeye, you're in agreement on A.
Yep, and I don't really have anything to add. Like you guys said, there's so many ways to deal with her nowadays that she's just not the same level she was in the past.
So that puts her down to back to an A. I think she was an A for a while. We bumped her up. She's still on every team, just about, it seems like, but I think that's due to her easy availability. Next up, Red Hood. I'm not going to dwell on this one. We overranked him. Yeah, it was unanimous. We all gave him an A. We overranked him. I don't know. We had a siege where
He was really hot that siege.
Yeah.
You know what? But that's the beauty of doing these things every month, right?
Yeah.
Like we really base it on the month that we just had. So I think toons going up and down on a regular basis is more than okay.
Yeah, I think we did oversell him a little bit, because if you go into any other mode outside of that one particular siege, we wouldn't have used him once this siege, even though it was kind of bleed heavy, but that's okay. He's back to an A. Hush, we all left him at a C. I think we should talk about him just a teeny bit. He does seem improved. Like, he went from a low C, borderline trash, to a high C. I almost gave him a B, but I couldn't quite pull the trigger on it. Anybody else have opinions?
He's the highest powered C. We can give him that.
Yeah. But otherwise, there was almost no change from his previous. Anybody have any other comments before we move on?
I mean, the biggest issue is they weren't able to debug him. If they had been able to debug him, he may have moved up. But just with the invisibility bug that he has, there's just no way to say that he's better than he was.
Next on the list, we have Talia Ghoul. I struggled between an A and a B. She's a lot better. She can become super evasion queen, but she just lacks. I don't know. She wasn't as good as I was hoping. But that way, I wasn't.
If you put her in the right team, she's amazing. But then that's your definition of a B, right? If you need some support or like a particular comp.
I really almost never used her in Siege either.
Yep, me too. I used her a few times.
That's where I was at with her. She just, she was better, but just not extremely improved.
She moved up from a C, so that's a positive. I mean, she's definitely an improved character. I thought she was a good rework. Just nothing to get crazy over. Next on the list is Punchline. It looks like most of us gave her an A. Loot, you gave her a B because she's squishy for you.
I couldn't keep her alive. Every single time I used her, she died. She's got some really good. I think if I were to rebirth her a lot,
you'd love her.
Probably be fine, but she doesn't live. So, me losing a star is the difference between an A and an S.
Yeah, she's borderline S tier. I mean, her defensive capabilities are amazing. She spreads disease better than everyone. I couldn't quite pull the trigger on S, but she's pretty close. M4, you love her, right?
I do. The buff immunity is amazing. The 2-turn, and she's fast. So if they don't have Terra, like, she's gonna neuter those teams, and then she also applies it passively. Like, she does a lot of new things and a lot of good new things. But yeah, like you, I couldn't quite give her an S.
Yeah, very, very good character though. Poor guy, but I have to agree. I thought about it and I wasn't sure I was going to do it, but Dr. Fate, it looks like everybody at M4 gave him trash. M4, any comments before we?
It's just that if you look at the company and the trash tier, he's a little better than the rest of them.
Yeah, but you can be the best of the worst.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose Steve if he falls to the trash tier.
Which he did.
He's gonna get a rework pretty soon anyway. So.
Hopefully.
Well,
Oh.
isn't he in the? Isn't he going to be in the Black Adam movie?
Yeah, they
Yes.
got delayed, so we're hoping that's the month he gets a rework. I would love to see him a solid character.
Oh.
So
Oh, I used to love him before he got
Yeah.
butchered.
Plus, they could do like they just did with the Batman movie, where Penguin and Catwoman were lined up for reworks perfectly, and they
Don't
went with
ruin our
Talia and Hush
fantasy.
instead.
Don't ruin our fantasy, Hawkeye. You're gonna. We can all dream.
Next on the list is Man-Bat. Somehow he's making it back to B tier. I don't see this one, so if somebody wants to make
I
the
don't
case
see it.
for B on him.
It goes back to just Punchline making disease more viable. He's needed a running mate for forever to make
Make it work.
make it work, and now he's got somebody that does. Plus, there's so many taunters in the game right now that he's able to trigger one. And then you throw in the fact that you have Talon now knocking off debuff immunity. You just have so much chance to focus on using debuffs.
I
So wait,
haven't used him in a while, so
Just for clarification, the rating of B means could be great but requires
comps.
support.
Yes,
like
if you given the
required
right
to-
comps, yes.
Okay.
Needs a partner or
But
support. Yeah.
C means only good in like one
A
specific
niche.
comp.
Or a
Yes.
this particular niche. Like,
Okay.
which I think he almost classifies for. But C's kind of like they're not even that good in their particular comp, but you can make them work in the right settings.
he's kind of borderline, but
Yeah.
I'm with Hawkeye with Talon and Punchline supporting. He's kind of good. He can deal with soups, things like that. So
2D's not going to be happy about this one, but it looks like Shazam Jr. is falling to trash tier.
you guys
See
are
ya!
mean. You guys are mean, but sure.
I've tried
is
to
he
make him
doing
work a
that's
couple
good?
times, and he just doesn't do anything. Like he's
Yes, 50% of the time he's just gonna stand there.
yeah, I don't know. He's trash to me. Another one that surprised me a little bit. I won't lose sleep over, but I was kind of surprised. Looks like Shazam, regular Shazam, is getting back to B tier. I don't quite see it either.
I don't understand why.
Like everyone
He's
kills him.
fast. No, he's tough. He's fast. His only problem is he's not a turn 0 taunter. If you make him a turn 0 taunter, I'm sure you guys were gonna say he's A tier. He's one of the tougher blues out there. He's not terrible. He's not great either, though.
I'll
Well,
take your
maybe
word for
when they give him another rework, they'll give him that turn 0 taunt.
Yeah, he has a movie coming up, right?
it. Yet another one that surprised me because I didn't think she was quite trash tier. Is Zatanna. Looks like Burger, Hawkeye, and Loot all voted trash.
Yes, sir.
Hawkeye or Loot? You want Loot thinks everybody's trash. So Hawkeye, what do you give us your trash tier rating for Zatanna reasoning?
She just doesn't do enough. I mean, she has a very basic kit. I mean, she does the things that she does okay. But there's no reason to go with Zatanna over 90% of the blues that are in the game.
But wouldn't that be a C tier? She's kind of usable occasionally.
I wouldn't say
what
she's even
niche
kind
would
of
you
usable
Put
occasionally.
in there. Like,
Wait,
what
all right.
niche is that?
Heal, but she can't heal because she's so slow. And then 2 of her moves do the same thing.
She doesn't heal well.
I mean, 3 does okay damage, and it does purge.
Well, I mean that goes back to one of the ones that we technically aren't going to discuss because not enough people agreed on it. But Cyborg, I think, belongs in the trash too. I mean, he has one,
Didn't I? Put him in
one thing he
trash?
does well.
You
I
know
think
what?
me and
All
you
right.
did, Liz, but I
Cyborg
don't think
ramps
anybody else agreed.
and can become halfway decent. He's not trash either.
By the time Cyborg ramps, he's dead.
Yes, exactly. By the time Cyborg ramps, you have 3 other toons that kill the other team.
He's dead.
But you
Like,
can put
If
him
you have to
under.
force yourself to use somebody to get them to be usable, like just the baseline of usable, not good, just usable. That's where I feel like Zatanna, Dr. Fate, Cyborg are at right now.
Don't agree, but that's what the voting went. How about Atrocitus? I didn't quite see him as a C toon. Thought he was a little
Yeah.
better than that, but you guys are voting very harsh.
I think it has to do with the fact that Enrage really doesn't help the toons that like it in the current meta or the current environment. You losing the control of your toons is not good. You need to be able to strategically use the toons in order to win recently.
You can make him work with Supergirl,
Supergirl.
a few others on his team. I guess, I can see the case for C on him more than I can some others. Some of the trash tier that you guys are doing. But
yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, I see. He's kind of like borderline.
yeah. Batman CC, it looks like everybody at M4 voted him as C tier. I can't really argue with it because he's... Any quick comments?
Just don't use his basic enough. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty bad. It does look like we all agree on, except for Burger, who's not here, on upgrading World's Greatest Detective to an A. I support that.
Definitely is
Yeah, it took us long enough.
Yeah.
He does a lot.
It looks like Bloodsport, we are tied on a B and a C.
Loot is the... Oh, but you didn't vote.
I don't think I ever used him.
He's
Yeah, he's
pretty bad.
He is so good at dealing with Superman.
Yes, because he purges and then puts buff immunity.
I'll
He
say this.
deals with Spectre really well for green as well.
I'll just leave him as a
C.
B because that's what he was before. So another one I don't understand. You guys want to move Clayface back to A? He's so bad. Like every time I use him, he instantly dies to Spectre's AOE. Like turn 1. And
Well,
then
I will definitely say that I'm a little biased here. Having him RB5 makes a big difference.
of all people, Loot putting him in A even shocked me the most.
Yeah, I'm reconsidering.
Well, we have Batwoman, right, Loot? But then again, Nightwing exists.
I don't know why
so-
Batwoman's in A either. So
What? No,
She didn't make the list.
You are crazy. You
She
don't think
doesn't. You
Batwoman
have to
is
put Cheetah in to kill people, and then she smashes into a taunter. She's terrible.
Why
She's
are
only
you
good
winning
at
against
RB5.
Taunters?
She's only good at
Why are you winning
RB5.
against Taunters? I don't have her RB5. She's great.
But
All right, I'm moving. You're gonna keep Clayface a B because you're gonna change my vote to a B.
okay, sold. But yeah, I wanted to move that woman
But
to a
that's
B,
okay.
but I saw not enough of you guys voted.
Now the next person is Deadshot Hired Gun,
Which
and I can tell you, I was so close to calling him trash.
he's not trash because you can use him. You need him for Batwoman to kill people. So
No,
I
you
mean
don't.
that's
But
No, you
sure.
don't.
No, you don't.
both of you guys
That
have.
woman kills everybody.
It's because you guys have her RB5.
She doesn't count.
I don't have her RB5.
What do you have her?
Hawkeye does it.
She is at RB3. She still kills things. Just
Okay,
as well.
RB3. That's not L5. So win.
But the thing is with Batwoman is if you can turn a match from a 4-on-4 to a 4-on-2 from the
Yes.
jump,
Yep.
that automatically makes you an A.
Yeah, but I would just
With
use
or
I
Dr.
have her
Po-
RB5, and I think she's.
But why would I use
Possibly
Batwoman when I just
B.
use Dr. Poison and make it 4v0? So it's,
Because you're not judging it based off against Dr. Poison.
yeah, I just
You're judging the character by themselves.
I just don't see myself ever using her again for that reason.
That's fine.
Okay, let's move on. We have a
All right,
lot to
moving on.
cover.
Joker, Clown Prince of Crime. It looks like everyone but M4 gave him a C.
I'm surprised, dude, you voted a C for Joker.
That was actually what I wasn't sure, and then I saw Lou vote C. I'm
Mine's
like,
RB5, and honestly, he's terrible.
that was what sold me on voting C.
I couldn't make he's not trash, okay, but
He's not.
he's just not good either. And at RB5, he's still not good.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Maybe because he's not very good at what you call this, like keeping your team alive or doing things like that. But if you know a toon is good, he's gonna be a nightmare in Nightmare. And he was. I'm sure some of you got surprised by, those last second like gas grenade and then you're all dead. Like
Not anymore because they took half his kit away in Nightmare.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah.
I don't remember him ever being a problem in Nightmare. I just
There
pressed
was-
auto
there
and
was-
closed my eyes.
Fine. Anyway.
Anyway,
seize this.
Katana, we all gave her a C unanimously. No reason to even discuss that. I think everybody knows why. Kid Flash looks like he's falling to C as well. I'm kind of surprised Hawkeye and M4 gave him a B. He's so bad.
No, he's not. He's just so many other better speedsters. But if you use him, he's actually quite decent.
Killer Croc looks like fell to a C as well, which
I can't keep him alive.
he doesn't do anything. He
Right.
just stands there.
He's a guy that wants to get hit, but all he does is fall over when he does.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Killer Frost. This one pained me, but I can't completely disagree. I gave her a B, but I can
Yours
kind
is
of.
RB5.
Mine's
You're
RB5, and
You're jaded. She's a
well,
C.
that's where I'm not arguing because at RB5 she's a B. She just why use her over Spectre ever?
No, I mean even just Hawkgirl. Like, why would you need her on a stun?
Well,
comp?
I like her because what I liked about her for the longest time was that she had a no damage stun, which is useful. I mean, Spectre has it as well now and does it 100 times better. But even with Spectre stunning everything, she's still, she needs a rework. So I'm okay with this. But yeah, King Shark. I wanted to give him an A. I see everybody else did. I went with B just because I don't like him outside of Talon that much, but I'm okay with him being an A as well. Lex Luthor, looks like everybody but Burger gave him a C. I thought about giving him trash. He's pretty terrible now.
He is pretty terrible. He does pretty much nothing.
M4, I gotta have you talk about Mary Shazam. You gave her trash. Yours is RB5, so you have the.
I have her RB5 and she now sucks. I used to use her as a dick toon on defense because you kill her teammate, she goes nuts, kill you, but now she's bugged. She doesn't even get a turn, and then she doesn't ramp fast enough. The only thing she's good at is not dying right away.
Next up is Mirror Master. Looks like he's also dropping to a C.
See ya.
Hawkeye or M4, any comments on him as to why you think he's B?
I don't know why you think he's lower now. I mean, he's kind of hard to use, but he's got a lot of good friends now to help enable his kit.
That would be a niche character, though.
Yeah, he needs a specific team. That's why I gave him a T.
See, I think you can plug and play him a bit. I mean, being able to grant invisibility to teammates, especially now with Talon, I know, which I've said like 6 times now, being able to get debuffs out is so much easier. Getting a stun lock with him is, or not stun lock, but a speed down lock with him and cold on it with pairing him with Talon's super easy, super rewarding when you're able to pull it off. So I think he's definitely still a B.
But we're still gonna lose out. Hawkeye.
Yeah.
You had some good points, though.
It didn't quite sell me though because he does poor damage and dies easy.
He does really good damage.
Yes, he does good damage.
Moving on to Necron.
He's going down.
Yeah, it looks like Hawkeye, you're the only one to give him a B. In fairness, I barely used him, but
I played around with him quite a bit. He does pretty decent damage. Doom needs something to unlock it as a debuff. For the most part, you just purge it off as soon as you get it on there.
I really want to see a character that makes Dooms explode. Like they have a move that makes Dooms,
Oh, that would be good if
Proc, like a
Yeah.
proc,
Yeah.
proc.
Yeah, like, reduce the duration to 0, so it just like
Yeah,
goes
or even
off.
reduces, just each time you're
Reduce
hit
it
by this
by
character.
1.
Yeah, reduce it by 1 each time you're hit by this character. Something like that would make Doom so much more fun.
Yeah, because 4 turns is just too much. Most matches don't last that long.
Next on the list is Parasite. Hawkeye, you have him RB5, right?
I have him RB5.
And you voted trash, so let's hear it.
He's just missing a couple things in his kit. He's a toon that you want to take hits, but he has no taunt built into his kit. And then the other thing is you want to be able to stack intelligence ups on him, and the only way for him to do it is to kill somebody or steal them, and he doesn't hit very hard without stacks. So he is completely useless.
The reason I've not voted him trash, because if you don't know how to kill him, he's not gonna die.
Yeah, I didn't think. He's pretty bad on offense, but he's not. I find him still usable to a certain degree. So
Yeah, I remember
couldn't quite get
that
him.
one siege. Yeah, that one siege that we had. He's quite useful.
Next on the list is Robin.
Wait. So just say he's a C.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's a C.
Yeah.
So he got voted C. Robin looks like will be dropping to a C as well. Hawkeye and M4, you both voted B. I was on the fence with this one because he's kind of borderline. I'm going to change my vote to B. I think he's a B. So we'll leave him B. He's not quite C material. He's not great, but he's not terrible.
Right, and especially now with the invisibility becoming more prevalent because of Dick. So yeah, he's actually quite good.
Another one Hawkeye has RB5 is Stripe. He voted trash tier. I couldn't quite pull the trigger on trash tier myself. Thought he was slightly usable. Hawkeye, your reason for trash?
He's probably a C tier. He's just so close to being a trash tier, so I went ahead and pulled the trigger on lowering him there.
Once you get a kill, though, he's halfway decent.
Yeah, once you get a kill, he's halfway decent. But the problem is he's just so freaking slow, and he doesn't really have any dependability as far as being able to stay alive. So by the time that he's actually getting a chance to roll, he's usually dead. Even at RB5, he struggles.
Scarecrow, I was close to giving him trash. I couldn't quite do it because I feel like if there's no Terra or Hal or whatever, he can be halfway okay. And I know the Lobies like him. So it looks like we gave him a C. Silver Banshee, another one. Hawkeye, man, you've been pulling a loot on here with the back up the truck. So Silver Banshee, looks like most of us gave him a C. Loot and Hawkeye gave a T, so she's C. Couldn't quite pull the trigger on trash for her either. Like she's really squishy and really bad. I came close on that one. Another one, same thing. Swamp Thing. Looks like we knocked him down to a C. He definitely has been sitting in B way too long. Hawkeye and Loot.
You know what I think would fix him? Just a straight up stat boost.
Yeah, he's one of those. He's just too squishy. Two-Face. It's funny. We have A's, B's, and C's listed on here. Loot, why do you think Two-Face is a C?
Because I can never get the Two-Face that I want at the time.
But it doesn't matter. He just uses basic on Spectre and it kills him. That's the best thing about him.
I'm not just thinking about Spectre.
Well, I'm just saying, but he's good at killing blues and he's good at killing the most annoying blue in the game. I never use anything but his basic. That's all I ever use in every match. And he's
For both
yeah, it doesn't matter.
faces.
Yep, both faces just uses basic and he attacks like 4 or 5 times. Sometimes he kills 2 blues.
He also has that bugged call assist where it's targeted, although it's not written on his kit. So that also makes him good.
So what is he then? He's an A.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
there's 3
He's
A's.
an A.
yeah, he's an A.
We'll give him an A. I think he's definitely A material. Wonder Woman POT. Looks like she
I think
is.
she needs to rework.
Yeah, she's really power crept.
She just needs a stat boost. She's actually got a really solid kit.
Yeah, I agree with
It's
that.
mostly just needing a
She needs a
very
big
solid
time
stat boost.
stat boost.
Yeah, I mean, she needs a big one.
She's a C.
Tula. I can see the case for B, even though I think she's an A. She's kind of borderline. I like her a lot. I use her every day in red alerts.
I think she's good in the right comp. I
I'm
just
going to
don't
bump it
think
down
she
to B,
can-
actually.
I don't think she can carry the team.
No, I think B's okay. She needs to be on an Aquaman or buffing team.
Yes, she does need.
So
Arthur,
she needs
the
help.
leader.
Aqualad. I don't know what we were thinking when we gave him an A. He's not A material to me at all. Looks like Universal B. Booster Gold. This one I struggled with because I still kind of think he's A material, but I can see the argument for B.
I liked him when he first came out. I don't like him anymore. I gave him a B, but I think it's the true site. What is it? It's like 50%, right?
50%, yes, it
Yeah,
is.
if he gets a rework and that's 100%, he'd be so good.
Yeah, but see, with my RNG, he doesn't ever get that true sight. So
Mine only gets it when there's Wonder Girl there, and then she whips and
and then
takes
she whips it off.
it.
I still reach for him whenever I need to kill a shielded blue. He's probably got one of the strongest single target nuke.
He does need high rebirth though to be really effective, so I can kind of see it.
Yeah, because if he gets the true sight, he gets a lot of strength offs. So
Yeah.
use Red Robin. But yeah, I see why people don't like him anymore.
I still like him. He's just not an A anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's kind of power crap now. Chemo, looks like we all gave him a B. He's another one. He's just not as potent as he was. He's too easy to kill. Another one that surprised me, but I completely agree with.
This is heartbreaking.
It really is. Cersei was so good when she came out, and then now
Yeah,
she
And
just
then
not
Black
even
Flash.
that long ago.
Yeah, no, because she came out and then a few months after Black Flash, and then every other AOE turn meter down toon is kind of like useless now.
So we knocked her down to a B. She's just there's so many toons that do what she does but better, and the revive doesn't do you any good because they just get AOE nuked by Spectre heal immune. So it's too hard to keep people alive. Another one I was kind of surprised and thrilled to see that she's getting knocked down is Donna Troy, who
She's so squishy.
she can't survive anything.
That is her problem.
And I think all of us have our RB5, don't we?
Yeah.
I do, Luke does, you do.
Hawkeye, do you?
I do not.
Okay. So
What's your vote? B?
Yeah, I just think that you have to be using a heavy buffing team for her to be solid. And at a certain point with those kinds of teams, I think you're just better off just bringing a nuke over protection.
Oh, I don't bring her for protection mostly. She's there to do her shenanigans with the cooldown manipulation. So
I only bring her for that, or if it's a green heavy team. But even this siege, I brought her and Superman punched her out. And mine's RB5, and it
Mine too. Superman knocked her out.
Yeah, I was like,
believe it.
I was like, all right, I'm done with her. I wanted to give her trash, but
to be fair, that's Superman. He doesn't care who it is.
Yeah, but still, I mean, she can't hold up even against green teams.
It's RB5, yeah, I get it.
Enchantress, we've been so up and down with her. After the siege, I went to B. M4, you're the only one that kept her at A.
Yeah, because when she works, that's more often than not, she's amazing.
Yeah, but
when she works,
the word is
really
when
good.
she.
Yeah, but it's more often than not. She's just her problem is she's inconsistent. If that were 100%, we'd probably put her as an S tier
or even
Probably,
A. Yeah, A or S. But
I think she might even be an S tier if it were 100% damage immunity.
But it doesn't work for me that often. So
me neither.
It looks like you were outvoted by everyone except everyone. Eradicator, I agree with. I think Burger was the only one to give him an A, and I think he has him RB5.
RB4.
RB4, excuse me. Yeah. So he's good character. He just there's not a lot of reason to bring him. Yeah.
Oh, this one is wrong. Oh, maybe. It's okay.
I have a feeling we're gonna get pushed back on Zod M4. You're the only one to give him an A.
I'm RB5 and I gave him a B.
The reason I'm on the fence on this one just because of Aquaman, but without Aquaman, he's actually pretty darn good.
Yeah, but even without Aquaman, I mean, he takes 2 turns. I don't know. There's just so many greens that can murder people easily.
You really got to do that buff first if you want him to deliver that big hit.
Yeah, because he's not killing anybody without the buffs.
Actually, he can kill Punchline with his 3.
I used him a lot in this siege, so I kind of I like him. Because Talon was so annoying to face without Zod. He just won't die.
One of the things I'll say there is I think you're probably potentially overrating Zod there a little bit, just because it was such a red heavy siege.
Yeah,
could be.
I think it's kind of similar to the Red Hood siege where we bumped him up to S.
Yeah, that's a good argument.
I would give you that. Okay.
And also, I never use Zod either. I use like the same Fortune. It's so funny because I almost made 3rd place or 4th place. Oh, and congratulations on winning World's Finest M4. Forgot to tell you. But
congrats, buddy.
Take that.
But what was I gonna say? Crap! I just lost my thought. I don't remember what I was gonna say now. Oh, I used like the same 4 toons, and I never used Zod. I used Enchantress a little bit, but I just used 2 bonus toons every match with Talon, and it worked pretty well.
That's what I started doing at the end, and I almost got back into the top 20.
Well, I had bought Talon up, so I was able to use them from early on, and just over and over and over. Just Martian Manhunter, Talon, Dr. Poison, usually Enchantress.
You're lazy.
Talon and Point.
It worked though.
Talon and Poison worked really well together.
Because everybody would reach and lose a toon here and there, so you just consistently run same tunes over and over.
The problem with Talon is that at high RB, he sometimes kills the toons outright before Dr. Poison gets in. I stopped using Dr. Poison.
Yeah. All right, let's back to it. Green Arrow Castaway. Man, the mighty has fallen. It looks like everyone voted B except you, M4.
I know, it's still good. It's just that, it's sad.
Well,
I can see it.
I don't, I can't see him being an A anymore because there's no reason to bring him. Like, if you want speed down, there's like 84 different toons that do it. If you want buff purging, there's 84 different toons that do it. He's not even scary on defense anymore.
I mean, KOA also makes him pay big time.
What's that?
Aquaman.
Oh yeah, Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah. When you see him, you kind of like, ooh, cool. All right, Aquaman. And then he kicks you in the face, and then you like, God damn it.
This one I can't completely agree with, but I'm not gonna throw a fit over. Is moving Hal Jordan down to a B. It looks like me and M4 still voted A. I really like him still. I still think he's pretty good. Like sometimes I don't want all the buffs, so I don't bring Terra, and I find him to be still extremely useful.
Yeah, he's still.
Or if I don't want to hit Azrael early on, or there's certain things. There's been a few reasons I liked him over Terra in certain times. But
I always go Terra if I want to have a buff immunity. A debuff immunity or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I think Hal's still solid. It's just, Terra's able to do the thing that he does best off lead. And that really kind of lowers his overall value.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not going to argue too much. It looks like I went back and forth on Kyle. I actually think I'm going to go back to A.
Nice.
Okay, then he stays in A.
Yeah, he's actually quite
just
solid.
skip over that one.
I'll just skip that one. Larfleeze.
Power crept.
Definitely power crept. I didn't think he was worth dropping all the way to a C just yet. he's still B material in my mind. I mean, once he ramps, he's a monster. Still, but it's hard to ramp in today's DCL. So, Medphill. I've never seen the hype, and I never will. I'm happy
There
to
is
see.
no hype. He's okay. He's usable.
A lot of people like still think he's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't see it at
Really?
all.
I wouldn't go that far, but he's pretty
We gave
good.
him a B.
M4 gave him
Yeah.
an A.
Yeah,
No, I know, but he's going to go down from an A.
Yeah,
to
he
B.
is.
Yeah.
He is gonna go down.
I don't even see him
And
as a
go
B.
down. What? You're crazy.
I mean, you're never going to use him as a leader. Like, why would anybody want to use him as a leader over every leader in the game that's so much better? And then outside
That's
a leader, he
true.
stinks. So I don't know. I don't see the argument for him. Mr. Freeze. It looks like
He's dropping down.
How could
to
you?
B.
How could you? How could you? Hawkeye?
I don't see the A there either.
I have him RB5. He just he's sturdy, but he's just so susceptible to Spectre. He's the speed downs at the start of battle can definitely be a boon, but sometimes it just doesn't hit the right person, or you're going against Terra and you don't get him on there.
Kind of to my surprise, and I agreed with it, is moving Nightwing back to S.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It's funny because I was like, I don't know if he's that good, and then now I'm like, he's really good. He's really
He's
good.
really good.
Yeah, we bumped up the wrong Robin.
Yeah. Hawkeye, you voted A. You don't quite see him as S.
I do and I don't. I think that out of all of the leaders that are in S, I think that he is just a slight step below them. If he got a couple more evasions at the start of battle, to where you couldn't just Black Flash, Spectre, poof, he's taken care of. I think he would make that jump to S, but I just see him as like top 1% of A tier.
Owlman looks like we're gonna drop him to a B. A few others thought he was a C. I don't think there's much to say about him. Great in raids, but in regular, there's really not a lot of reason to bring him.
That's true.
In Power Girl, looks like she's falling all the way to a C.
Hell yeah. See you later.
Yeah, I call her Power Craft Girl.
I voted B, but I'm not gonna argue with C. She's really not good anymore.
She needs a lot of help.
Saint Walker, he was another one I thought could easily fall to a C.
I agree. I gave him a B, but I totally think he could be a C.
Yeah, I think the next time we do this, he'll probably be a C if he doesn't get a rework. Starfire, this pained me, but mine's RB5, and she,
Yeah.
I might even, she's barely a B, put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, look at Supergirl just wipe out Reds without any help. She needs to I need to be, healed.
Yeah, the only reason to bring Starfire over Supergirl is if there's evasion, and that's really the only thing that she's got going for her.
Yeah, just bring poison.
Steppenwolf, you want to talk about somebody's power crept. He's still good. Like every now and again I use him and he kind of surprises me, but I couldn't quite give him a C yet, but he's close. He's barely a B. But because he can make your team crit, it gives him...
Yeah, his biggest problem is he's a leader.
Yeah.
You would never give up the leader spot away from those really good S tier leaders. So
yeah, I mean, he's barely a B. I almost give him a C. Looks like Black Lightning. We all unanimously agree to C. He's one that I could easily put in trash tier. I came really close because he does really nothing. This was one I wanted to talk about because I'm really surprised at the trash tier votes on Emerald Archer. I think he's bad, but is Black Lightning? I mean,
yeah, he's not trash tier bad. Right?
He's not Black Lightning bad, and Black Lightning's a C.
I think Black Lightning's better than Emerald Archer.
What is how? Like Black Lightning, at least Emerald Archer can protect himself with that death immunity. And
Black Lightning does have heals, doesn't he?
Your heals don't protect you against anything in this game. His heals do like 4 healing.
Well, regardless, Emerald Archer.
Emerald
trash.
Archer does okay damage. Like not good, but it's okay.
I think you have an easier job convincing us to put Black Lightning in the trash than you do
Yeah,
putting the Emerald Archer in C tier.
I actually think we should put Black Lightning in trash tier the more I think about it. But
Do it. Do it.
I'm down. I'm
Do
down.
it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
I already changed my
Double
vote.
trash. Double
All right,
trash. We're
let's
going
trash it.
double trash right now.
Back the truck up.
Back the truck up! Double trash. Double trash.
Okay.
We just did a... Dude, we just got a 2-pointer!
And Bor, he's like, what the hell is just happening?
Yes, you guys are in a mean streak today.
A little bit. We need some fresh blood in the trash tier. They almost cleared it out.
Yeah.
You got to put some more tunes in there so they know who to rework.
I mean, both of those. I mean, I can't remember the last time but I've even seen them on a team that wasn't a bot team.
I may have seen it once. All right, I don't know what to vote here. Because I think he sucks, but I don't think he sucks that bad. So yeah, B tier.
Yeah,
never-
he's
Hawkman.
Yeah, say the name first. We're all just looking at it. You need to say it in the way Ballsy says his name.
Hold on, I'm gonna add the sound drop. How about that? 46 sound drop.
Okay, there you go.
So the only reason I put him up here for discussion was because Luton and M4 hadn't voted on him yet.
I was undecided because I think he sucks.
forgot
but he
to
doesn't
vote.
suck that bad.
I
Yeah.
missed it. I just didn't realize I didn't vote.
Yeah,
He needs some help to get the.
he's like B or
Breakdown.
C. I'm tough. It's tough
Yeah.
with him.
But then we see him work like in the raids, like, oh, he's amazing, and then we use
Wait.
him in-
Here it goes. Boom!
It's a PvP tier list, so you
Yeah.
have to back out the raids discussion there. M4.
Yeah, fine.
Hawkman is a
he
C.
sucks. Yeah,
Sorry.
he's kinda-
Now, can we talk about, because for some reason we put to talk about Calypso, but how is this guy in B tier or A tier? He's
It's we haven't talked about him for like forever.
oh, he's so
Yeah.
bad. Calypso is like one of the worst tunes in the game in my mind. I wanted to give him trash.
No,
Don't you discuss Adam too, hate now, and what you did to him here?
But Calypso just doesn't do anything.
I actually hate Adam.
A Calypso really, like, he doesn't dodge. He doesn't do any damage. He just like I'm surprised. But at least he's dropping to a B.
yeah, the
So
B's
wait,
fine.
I have to share this with the entire DC Legends community. So the reason why I think Adam is trash is because I forgot to assign his legendary points. I used him the entire siege.
I remember.
Literally the entire siege unskilled. Like just like with no legendaries at all. And I didn't realize it until the end. I was like, why is mine not doing what M4 does? They're like telling me like, oh no, he does this and he does that. And I'm like, what? He doesn't do any of those things.
Then this is your end game PvP.
That was like the
Rating group.
lazy man's approach to getting a rework. It's like, oh cool, he's reworked.
And before Luke goes to his hard stop, we have a couple left. We have Huntress. We all voted B unanimously, which I think is fair. She's decent, but she's just not there. Jay Garrick, looks like we all voted B unanimously.
Even at RB5, he's really not all that good.
I don't even remember voting on him, but apparently we did. Okay, and that is everybody. Wow, we made it through.
Wow, under an hour. That's impressive.
Yeah, we were moving.
All the other ones are because they didn't change, right?
Yeah, everybody else didn't change.
I thought you wanted to add Atom to the discussion, Hate.
Nah, it's okay.
I will add one person to the discussion. Batman
Oh,
Beyond.
What did
I
we vote on him?
truly think he's trash, and I have absolutely no idea why you think he's a C.
I came
I agree with
close.
that.
I came really close, but I feel like he does just enough to be a C. Because
Does he,
you
though?
can use his basic over and over and win a match if you have to. If they don't have a way to clear all the buffs. I want to give him trash just because the animation is so freaking slow. I want to kill
I
myself
hate it.
every time I
Terrible.
watch it. But
It's terrible.
all right. Well, that was good. Our artist is really gonna have a fun time with this.
Wonder how much.
Yes,
Will not be a visual component anymore.
Yeah, might be our last month with our artist. We might be getting a new
He's
one.
probably gonna say hate mail. I can't do it.
All right, and with that, I do gotta go. So thank you all very much.
Later, Loot. Yeah, I haven't sent him payment in a long time, so maybe.
This might be a good time
And
to
he
do
does
it.
it for free. I just throw him a tip every now and again. Probably needed to send him one for this one. So.
Yes.
All right. I think that was a lot. I'm waiting for the community.
We're gonna get trashed for this. I'm sure.
Zatanna, they're gonna murder us for. Who else voted trash?
I wish they would look at our votes and like direct the,
Oh, they're gonna
It was-
butcher us for Zatanna, Black Lightning, and Green Arrow.
I had no part in that. I'm gonna say that. I tried, community. I tried. To talk some sense.
Oh man, Tootie, he's just gonna be so mad.
Yeah, it's gonna hate you.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap that up. Thanks for listening, everyone. Send your hate mail to Loot and Hawkguy. And thanks for listening.
Hey, I'm Josh Ars. Thank you for listening to the WROL broadcast. If you like the show, consider becoming a Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/WROL broadcast and get early reviews on new characters. And for even more Legends action, check out my daily stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/JoshuArs and watch my L5 Etrigan wreck the boys Rebirth 5 Black Adam.